Know your stuff. Well, I couldn't think of a better place to start than here at the Suckhole in New York City with my friend, the Sucklord, a internationally known artist whose medium is toys, trading cards, film, and I figured if we're going to talk about stuff, this is the guy to talk to.
I'm the guy.
He's the guy. As you can see, when you look around this amazing studio, there's stuff everywhere, but I want to get to the heart of the matter, to what inspired the Sucklord himself, and what stuff he himself collects. So, what do you collect?
I collect money and food and pornographic materials, things of that nature. I don't really collect toys or art that much. I think collecting is a disease, and I guess there's a saying in the crack game, don't get high off your own supply. So I tend to be more inclined to sell things to collectors rather than fall for it myself. That being said, I have collected a few things in my life that has influenced me, and the most significant thing of all is the Topps Wacky Packages. Hey! Segue into that.
Segue. Having spent quite a bit of time here over the last several years, going through a lot of the archives and things, I was very excited to find this binder, which represents your collection of Topps Wacky Packages. Now,
It does.
Topps in 1967 came out with a series of trading cards, basically satirical takes on food products, actually all kinds of products, consumer products. Topps, of course, is well known for their baseball cards, their trading cards. They took these products that everyone knew and they put a satirical slant on them. They'd have this wonderful artist named Norm Saunders do the art, and they put them out. And little by little, kids started to collect them, and by the 1970s, it was a full-blown craze. Now you, the Sucklord, a child of the 1970s.
One could say.
Yes. And you were immediately attracted to these things, right?
Probably got my first set of Wacky Packs in like '73, and you know, it was one of the earlier series. And I had a bunch of them, and they were in this box. It had like a clock radio box where I keep all my Wacky Packs, and I had them stashed where my mother used to sit. And I forgot about them, and then Wacky Packs fell off my radar, and then they reissued them again as reprints in like '79, '80, and that's when I really got into them. And they were reprints. And I collected them all obsessively, and then I remembered I had those old Wackies by the chair, and I went and looked for them, and they were gone. They were long gone. So there was always this legendary thing, like the old Wackies, Wackies that they didn't reprint that I had to find, and I didn't know where to get them at the time. I was like in 7th grade. And then one day I was walking home from school, and there was a bum with a blanket just selling random shit, and he had a binder, not that one, full of like the old ones with the brown backs, and I was like, these are them, and he wanted $7 for it. So I run home like, Ma, give me $7 for the Wackies. So she gives me the money, and I go running back, oh please, and they're there, and I got them, and that's when I was like, okay, I got some old Wackies, but I don't have all of the old Wackies, so I better write down the ones I have. And so I wrote it down. And then we used to play dumb games where you'd put the 2 Wackies out and we'd all vote. Which one is better, this one or that one?
So take me through some of these. I mean, what are some of your favorite ones? What stick out to you?
I don't know. I try to organize them as much as possible. One of the things that I think a lot of collectors find exciting about their collections is organizing them, categorizing them, cataloging them, presenting them in a way. So I made these little title cards that said which series it was, and I just wanted to make sure, you know, I had them all, so I was making all these lists and going against the checklist. And I always personally really dug the ones, the bottles that had all the shit floating in it. You know, like the Top Job soap, or what was Top Job? Was that like for cleaning the floor, or whatever? And this has like dead fish floating in it and stuff like that. And those are always the ones I thought were the most fun.
It is incredible, though, how much I can see in your work of of this, certainly this attitude, and a lot of just the ideas are there. You know?
There is a bit of a fuck you to these things.
Yeah. And it's amazing, you know, this brand, Wacky Packages, has maintained. They still make them today, and they're still one of Top's biggest brands. So, you know, people are still actively collecting them today. Thank you so much for
yeah, thank you so
for letting us into the hole and letting us.
That ever happened.
Well, letting us kind of dig in and look at your collection. So, all this incredible material that you create, it's for sale. It is. Suckadelic.com.
I also do studio visits. So if you just hit me up at store@suckadelic.com, have a little money in your pocket, you can come and check it out yourself. We'll also be doing that in the new facility. We're going to be doing live on-site customer servicing.
See? So, thank you again. And onward and upward.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, now I'm starting to become a teabagger now. I get bigger and bigger tax bills, and I'm like, oh fuck. You know?